So these are the little predicaments that happen sometimes, because Steve needs a wheelchair to get upstairs, and it's Mother's Day, and we are meeting the family at the local hotel, the Kawana Hotel on the canal at Brightwater. Yep, sorry. And apparently we're about an hour early because we were told the wrong time, but that's okay. We thought we'll sit here and chat, because the ramp up is one ramp, then a big long steep ramp, then another big long steep ramp, and there is no way I can push Steve in that, because I've got crook shoulders from a car accident years ago, and I don't think I'd get up the halfway one, let alone the other two big steep ones. So we're sitting here, and I said to Steve, you need a mechanical wheelchair. So we've been looking at them, haven't we? There's some zoomy ones.
We have the racing red.
Racing red. He likes the racing red one. And there's one that's a wheelie walker and a wheelchair.
Yes,
Either or. So we must look at that. But these are sort of things that, the predicaments we get into at times. But what can you do but smile about it, laugh about it, move forward, hey? Yeah.
Every day is a great day.
Every day is a great day. We're just going to make the most of it, that's all. Some days are worse than others, and some days are really good. But anyway, we'll get there. So we're just waiting now for whichever son-in-law arrives first to help push his father-in-law up the ramp so we can have a yummy dinner. That'll be good, hey? We've got an awesome family.
Yep, we do.
What do you think of the support we get from our family?
100%.
Yeah, and that really helps, hey? But there's a lot of people that don't have that.
We don't miss out on anything.
No. Well, the main thing is that we're loved and supported by them. And it's so, so important. Yeah, we're very grateful for our family, but we know that there's a lot of you out there who don't have that support. And we know that our country of Australia too, we're very fortunate, even though we get annoyed with different government decisions and that things have been cut back quite a bit with our support, our NDIS support, but we still get a lot of benefits, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
We'd be lost it.
We would. We'd be absolutely lost without it. Yeah, and we're very fortunate, and we've got to be so grateful, because there's so many countries that don't have that support. I know you don't have that support in the US and the UK, and so we feel for anyone out there who's going through similar situations who doesn't have that support, and we can only hope and pray that you have some way or someone who's able to assist you and make life a lot more pleasant, because that all goes towards you feeling better, and it's a healing process within your heart and soul. So I really hope that you get the support you need. Pardon?
I was saying about we have apartments
Saying about what, love?
We moved into an apartment for the person.
We moved out of the apartment,
Yeah.
the unit,
Yeah.
to go where? To where we are now. Oh, you want to talk about that? Okay, Steve wants to talk about that. Yeah, we were living in an apartment on the canal, not far from here actually, and a few reasons why we moved out to the farm. The apartment we were renting, and so the apartment didn't have the facilities that we needed, and weren't willing to put things in that Steve needed. I just asked if they could put the safety bars in, but they weren't willing to do that. So we were using those stick-on ones, suction ones, but they kept falling off, so that wasn't very safe. So yeah, so it was ideal that we moved out. Are you happy that we did that?
Oh, God. Our kids provide.
Pardon?
Our kids provide.
Yeah, it's been lovely, isn't it? It's very beautiful, very peaceful. You've got everything there that you need, and we've got lots of room within our small home, within our tiny house. Big open doorways. Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, so we're happy with that. We haven't touched on the alternative lifestyle that we chose to live. We've always been conscious and have lived quite alternatively as far as we eat really healthy foods and things like that. We've always done that because I had breast cancer when I was 38, and after that I started juicing and really looking into the benefits of raw fruit and veggies and juicing and vitamins and extra boosts and all sorts of exercise, all that sort of stuff. And so we knew a lot about it before Steve got sick. But do you think, Steve, that that's really helped the choice we made to do that?
Big time.
In what way?
I'm feeling super fit.
Feeling super fit. Yes. Yeah, no. Well, but I mean, I know that things are starting to get a little bit worse, but it's only slow progress, isn't it?
I wish to, yeah.
Very funny. It is only, if you'd be honest, it's only slow process though, isn't it? Yeah. So, we'll put it this way. We have a comparison because his mum had Huntington's, and so we sort of compare it to her journey because she didn't have that opportunity. She didn't have the opportunity of all the benefits and all the knowledge and the support and the help and the healthy lifestyle side of it. She didn't have any of that. And she was on full medication and with side effects and all sorts of things. So we've not chosen to go down that road, and we've chosen to go the alternative, healthier lifestyle road. And I really believe that it's given Steve a longer quality of life.
Absolutely.
He tells me it's going to be around for another 30 years. Spare me, but I don't think I'll be around for another 30 years. I don't know that I want to be.
I'm only 67.
Yeah, you're only 67. I know.
So another 30 years.
Oh my goodness, 97? Oh dear. But I think the choice we made though to do that, I mean, we have our treats and things like that, and I'm always telling myself I've got to exercise more and do more, but we definitely, I think, are on the right track as far as all that's concerned. And I think communication, what you reckon, between you and I?
It's stronger every day.
Yeah, well, we face reality. We talk about the things. We don't just airy-fairy it and paint a pretty picture. We talk about the things that you're going through and you will go through and all that sort of thing. We face the truth, don't we?
Yes.
But we deal with it and make the decisions that we think are right at the time. It's important to do that, I think.
It is. Yes.
Why do you think it's important to be realistic and talk about these things and not just fluff them under the carpet?
People need to be aware.
Aware, yep.
It can happen to anyone.
Yep. But I think we need to be aware as a couple, and we need to be open as a couple so that we're prepared for anything that may come. Hey.
Yes.
You think so? Yeah. Because and we know that what can happen, and so we talk about it and we deal with it at the time when these stages come along. I don't think you can just run away with it from it or turn a blind eye to it or just ignore it, because it's not going to go away. And if we can treat it in the most compassionate and best way, I think that's the answer. Hey?
Yep.
You think so?
They're merciful.
Oh, I have a clown of a husband, so which is good. Which is good. It could be a lot worse.
I'll never lose my
No. What, your warped sense of humour?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he has the worst dad jokes, and he says them over and over and over again. And people who don't know him that well and have not heard them, they laugh their heads off. And I'm like, oh man, I've heard this so many times. Can you relate? Tell me if you can relate. Put that in comments, please.
I see Centennial.
Pardon?
I see Centennial.
You sing 10 or 20 miles away. Yeah. But if you can relate and support me on this, please. Yeah, but it's better to have that positive, happy attitude than goofball attitude, than be down and out and serious and not very nice, grumpy sort of person. I think so anyway.
I'm not a grumpy person.
No, you're not a grumpy person. You're nowhere near a grumpy person.
Never have been.
No, had your moments, but very few and far between. I'm going to test on this one. This year in November, on the 25th of November 2025, how many years we've been married? I'm going to time you. I don't have a watch on. How many years?
47.
Good man. That's really good. 47. That's awesome. And how many years did we date before we got married? We didn't live together. We just dated.
3 years.
3 years. So we started going out on the 23rd of November, 1975. And we got married on the 25th of November, 3 years later, 3 years and 2 days later in 1978.
Yep.
Good man. That was brilliant. I'm so proud of you. And this morning, he remembered Mother's Day too. I woke up and he wished me a happy Mother's Day, and he wanted to get up and make me a cup of coffee, but a little bit wobbly at the minute, so I didn't trust him to do that for his own safety. But that's okay. We got up and I cooked myself a yummy brekkie, didn't I?
Yep.
I made you brekkie. Very good. Steve was just asking me if we're looking at getting a mechanical wheelchair, and the one we're looking at has got a walker, is either a walker or a wheelchair, but we're just thinking about it at the moment. And he said, is the walker mechanical? I'm like, I hope not, because I don't trust you zooming along. Your feet wouldn't keep up with it. No, I think it's just the wheelchair. And the difference between it and a normal walker is it's got a proper wheelchair seat. The whole frame's a proper wheelchair, but it's got at the back it's worked so that you can use it as a walker as well. I think we'd have to look into it. I ain't just been looking at them. But Steve likes racing cars and stuff. He had a WRX and he had V8s and Zoomy cars. So, and then after he couldn't drive anymore, we got him the racing red 3-wheeler. That was good, wasn't it? Because that was also awesome. They had a motor in it, but you never like to use the motor unless you went up a hill, hey? Yeah, so he loved that. Yeah, but then with the coordination and that now, he's not able to use that. But yeah, he's always been a bit of a zoom head and loves his cars and everything. So we just compensate the best we can, hey? But I don't think the walker part of it is mechanical. I hope not. So it's about 8 minutes before the family arrives. We're still sitting in the car park waiting for them. That's okay. It's been good to be able to do this, hey? So we might finish off. What would you recommend to people with Huntington's? What's the most important thing you would recommend?
Start exercising and don't stop. And don't stop.
Start exercising and don't stop. And attitude, what would you recommend?
Positive attitude. It's just a disease and it can be overcome with exercising.
Well, it can't be overcome. It's not a curable disease, but it can be slowed down. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. We hope. And we are looking into it all the time. I'm reading stuff all the time and looking into it. I'm in groups and things. And we hope that soon there will be a cure. We hope for the sake of Steve. We hope for the sake of our children and so many millions of people out there who have it. For you, for your families. But not just Huntington's. If you've got some sort of neurological disease or battling life in some way, we just encourage you to just make the most of every day. No one, whether you are ill or not, no one knows when your last day is. No one knows what's around the corner. So whether you've got a disease or whether you're fine or battling something else, just make the most of every day and reach out to as many people as you possibly can. And for your loved ones, always tell them that you love them every day. And hugs.
And I don't have to worry because they embrace me every year.
I want you every day?
Then praise me for him.
I do pray for you every day, sweetheart. Always praying for a miracle and pray for our whole family, but I do especially pray that there's a healing there somewhere, or that you at least are protected every day. Absolutely essential. And that's our strength. That's where we get our strength from God. But we just want to encourage you. We just want you to hang in there and definitely put a smile on your dial in the morning, even if you don't feel like it, and see where it takes you. Have an amazing week, everyone.
And every day's a great day.
And every day is a great day. And I'm just about to go and enjoy my Mother's Day with the family. So I'm excited about that. So we'll talk to you again soon. Don't forget to check in with happiness. What's going on out there? Okay. Have an awesome one, everyone. Bless you and thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting us in every way possible. And don't forget, share so that others will subscribe and enjoy the journey. Bye.
Bye.